Thank you everyone for tuning in with the Bossy and the branding agency. Today we have with us
Kyla J.
And how are you today?
I'm doing great.
That's good. So tell us how you got started with the Victim to Victor movement.
I just founded this foundation in December. I used to do large-scale events for other foundations that were not given most of the proceeds to them. I do see that all of our communities are affected with child molestation, so I utilize my talents in creating fundraisers so that we can get 100% of the proceeds to fighting against child molestation.
Okay. So, how long has you started it? You said since December?
Yeah.
Okay, and where do you see yourself going with this program in the next 5 years?
Oh yes, we will. Our vision is taking us to having actual resource centers. We're trying to not only just have this in Charleston, South Carolina, we want to actually make this nationwide so we can have different headquarters in each state so that individuals who need the help and the guidance, they can be able to have a refuge center to actually feel safe in.
Okay, that's great. So what's up with this crab event you got going on, this crab contest?
Well, presented by my actual personal company, we are giving 100% of the proceeds to Victim to Victor movement. This event is on the 4th of July and it is called Boss with the Sauce competition. This is the 3rd annual and the original garlic crab competition. We do welcome all competitors, all competitors. It does not matter if you just got started or you've been in the game for a while. Please come donate your talent and your wonderful food to this great cause that we really need. We also have 5 celebrity judges. We have Mugga Man, who is a producer down here, Troy McClain Jr. We have Miss Phyllis Simmons. She was the first actual winner of the garlic crab competition 3 years ago. And then we have Miss B Kiddo and Corwin. He is also a comedian down here. Yes, and that's on the 4th of July. It starts at 12 o'clock. And tickets are very cheap right now, but if you wait till the day of, it will be double the price. And kids under the age of 12, they will be able to eat free as well.
Okay, I can't wait because I'm gonna be right now.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kyla J with Victim to Victor movement. Please join us on the 4th of July with our 3rd annual Boss with the Sauce competition. If anyone is interested in being a competitor, a vendor, sponsor, partner, please inbox me on Facebook, Kyla J, and also at Victim to Victor movement. We are standing against child molestation. 100% of our proceeds are going to fighting against child molestation. So please stand with us on 4th of July. And if you want to be a part of the actual foundation, then we are happy to have you. Thank you.
Okay, so you can't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody around your kids. And this is your beautiful little girl. All right. So tell us about trust.
Well,
in the community.
Trust with the community, that's a tough topic because at one point our parents, they could trust people and they could go knock on the neighbor's door and have their kids go over there. But at this point in this time in society, we can't just be having our kids around anyone. And it's been recently it's been some artists out there telling people like stop letting these new dudes in your life be around your kids, and that is true. But then we have a lot of cases where the biological parents are the actual people who are sexually harming their kids as well. So sometimes even no one really can trust anybody, especially when it's coming towards about your innocent babies.
Down to family members. Can't put nothing past nobody.
No one. You have to be on all alert with your kids. It's now a statistic saying that if your child is at the age of 5 and older, they've already been touched. And that, if you sit and really think about that, that's like, wow. You see what I'm saying? And it's very true because it only takes a millisecond for somebody to touch you and violate you. Like even in the swimming pool, you see what I'm saying? You think everybody just crowding around having a good time, and all along your child being fondled with, But these are the things that we don't want to talk about, But if it's a perfect stranger that's doing it to them, then you're ready to fight. But if it's a family member, you want to sweep things under the rug, and that's not acceptable.
It's unacceptable. So as far as like a therapy type group for them to talk about things like that.
Right.
If they can't tell a parent, do you have like a group where they can come to talk to them about?
Right. So since the foundation just started in December, I have to be very, very choosy as to who come on board, because this is a very sensitive topic. But yes, in the near future, we want to have our resource center where we will have our psychologists there. And not only that, we want to be able to provide real, true statistics, because a lot of the facts are just coming from the white community. We want to be able to afford therapists to be able to say, well, let's interview our black side of the community, what's really going on, because the statistics aren't even factual, because most of the things aren't even reported. But we are definitely want to be able to have a place that our families could come for therapy, teach our kids the right words to say for their body parts, teach them to be open with you, and also teach our mothers that just because you went through something and now your whole perception of life has changed, you still have to protect your kids in a certain way, to the point where your fears are not just, projected onto your child.
Right.
Now it's to the point where if you probably realize and think about the way you were raised, probably your parents thought everything is perverted. Everything's perverted because they never got that treatment to let them know that, okay, what just happened to you is terrible, but we're going to have to get past this. Let's go through therapy. Black community does not believe in therapy. They don't believe in medicine, all of that. And even the church family is an issue as well. So yeah, that's a big deal. And we are wanting more volunteers, sponsors, partners, and board members that are willing to come on board to help us get to that point in having something for our children.
Okay. So would you consider yourself an activist?
I've been told, I'm an activist. And, I've been told that for the last 4 years. And I believe that now I am walking in that alignment and accepting it. A lot of my friends, they're like, Kyla, you just need to stop and just step out there. I'm always used to trying to work behind the scenes. I'm not the type that really want to be seen. But yeah, that's the way it's leading, that I'm going to have to really step out as a public figure or an activist.
Yeah, because I know you mentioned before about trying to get bills in place, changing the laws, updating the laws. Yes. We are at a point where, it's always been a point where if your child is a certain age and they cannot say exactly what happened correctly, or if their story changes just a little bit by a certain word, or if they are identifying the parts of their bodies by the nicknames that we give them, and it's instead of the actual penis or vagina, those type of things, the judge is easily to say, well, I have to rule in the favor of the defendant who violated this child, because the child can't even tell us exactly where they were touched and bothered. So that's a huge issue, big time, because guess what? Somebody with a blunt or some weed, they'll get more time in jail than someone who just violated your child. And that is so unacceptable. That's terrible.
It is beyond terrible. Recently, I have definitely been getting wonderful signs that this is now the time for this movement, because in Alabama, they were protesting that a bill is passed that if you are a molester, you will get the death penalty by the needle. And I'm like, whoa. Unknowingly, we are actually moving, but slowly. But now this movement is going to go ahead and try and fight the Senate, the Congress, and everything for certain bills to be passed. That no, y'all need to give these people more time in jail. It is not acceptable for them to just have probation or community service. That's unacceptable. So yeah, we will be fighting it legally as well.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you for coming on the show with us today. It's been my pleasure. I'll be seeing you again on the 4th of July.
Yes.
Where's the event located again?
It's at Danny Jones Center in North Charleston.
Okay, and you said the children can come out there?
Oh yeah, it's a family event. It's a family event, yep.
All right, well, we'll see you then. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.